We need to quickly go across to these key details that have just emerged. Investigators have confirmed that the i20 car in which the blast took place had travelled through several key locations in the national capital before the explosion. The vehicle was spotted near Connaught Place around 2:30 p.m. and later tracked in Mayur Vihar through CCTV visuals, suggesting a calculated route taken by the accused to evade surveillance. Going across to Anshul Singh for more on this. Anshul, we'd already shared news of how the i20 had first entered the national capital and the several pit stops it had made. But this is new update coming in of locations like Connaught Place and Mayur Vihar where this car was spotted. Tell us more. What more can we see in these CCTV footages?
Well, the CCTV that we are showing our viewers is of the petrol pump that was right next to the Royal Car Zone in Sector 37, Noida. And in these CCTV visuals, it is suspected that the two persons who can be seen are actually Umar and Tariq themselves. However, the agencies are still trying to verify that with scientific evidences, and hence the facial recognition matching of the CCTV is still underway. But if you look at the route that has been mapped till now and the places that the accused was seeing taking his car around, it is seeming like that the attack that the entire attack or blast was actually planned in advance itself, as we have already been able to establish through evidences that the car actually left from Faridabad itself and was very close to the Al Falah University. Remember, Al Falah University is the place from where those 350 kilograms of ammonium nitrate was recovered. In fact, that room was just 350 meters away from the Al Falah University, and that was the first spotting of the vehicle itself. So it is quite a possibility that on that very day, on Monday itself, when the arrests were happening, Umar actually took some sort of explosives and detonators along with him, and then eventually entered into the national capital, and probably was then actually trying to find places where there could be a large explosion that could be done. Because one thing is for sure that what investigating sources are also telling us, that this seems that the blast happened out of panic, and the IED that was made, that this was not traditional IED, as they probably did not have the time to fill that IED with splinters or wires that could have a major impact on the people around. So it is seeming like that once he left from Faridabad, he went to a few places that are known for heavy footfall, places like Connaught Place, where there is generally a heavy footfall. The vehicle was spotted over there at 2:30 p.m. and post that, the next spotting of the vehicle that was done was actually near the Suneri Masjid parking, which is one of the most busiest area and one of the most prominent areas of the national capital. And the manner has happened, we have been able to confirm this to our viewers as well, that Umar did not move out of the car from 3:19 p.m. to 6:48 p.m. while the time the vehicle was parked
Yes.
near the
Anshul, this
Suneri
is
Masjid
assuming
parking
Dr.
itself.
Umar was behind the wheels in the i20 that blew off. Now, how crucial is that piece of evidence in establishing a direct link between the 1011 at Red Fort and the white collar terror module? At the heart of that module is Maulana Irfan. But tell us a little bit about how Dr. Umar was linked to this terror module, if at all he was the man behind the wheels. What's the connection here as per investigators?
Well, the first thing that needs to be proved is that Dr. Umar was behind the wheels, and for that DNA sampling has been taken. And within the next few hours itself, it is expected that we can get the DNA reports, which could actually establish the fact, if at all Umar was actually behind the wheels or not, because one unknown body part has been found, and that is being investigated. Now, the exact connection that can be drawn at this point in time, Umar was working in the Al Falah University as an assistant professor for the last 7 years, and he was in close touch with Muzammil and Shahina as well. Muzammil, remember, was working over there for the last 3 years, and it was their entire plan to actually go ahead and collect such huge amounts of explosives so that something untoward could be done out here in the national capital. Remember, it is very clearly suspected that such huge amounts of explosive, 3 tons of ammonium nitrate, cannot be brought in one go. So probably small packages were brought in and then stored in that warehouse logistical warehouse sort of a house from where 2,563 kgs of ammonium nitrate was actually recovered by the Faridabad police and the Jammu Kashmir police. Now, from there, it is suspected that it was Umar himself who was driving that I-20 vehicle. There are links that have been developed with the other accused Tariq as well, on whose name this vehicle was taken up. So all these people are part of the same chain. The only chain that needs to be confirmed at this point in time is that Umar was behind the wheel or not, because once that is established, then all these links will come in a straight line, and this will actually tell us that it was a panic sort of an attack that happened after the Jammu Kashmir police and the Faridabad police were able to seize all their material that they had collected over here over the past many months probably, and that is the reason why the kind of ID that was used,
Yes.
that looked almost incomplete, and the manner in which this blast has happened, that is also something that is investigated. But another angle that the agencies are looking into is that the use of a CNG vehicle, CNG vehicle, because in that when that IED went off from the rear end of the vehicle, the CNG and the petrol tanks were also there, due to which the impact of the blast, the intensity of the blast increased, which
Yeah.
meant that 6 to 7 other vehicles were also caught fire, and many people had to lose their lives as well. So all the entire planning is something that the agencies are still trying to figure out. But the most crucial piece of evidence that the agencies are looking into at this point in time is the DNA reports. And once the DNA
Yeah.
reports come in, then
And the
this
answer to
entire
that,
nexus would
Anshul,
come
is
out.
the only missing piece in the puzzle as we speak. So we will keep coming back to you for that and much more. Ankur, Anvit, continue to stay on with us. We head into a very short break. Lots more coming up in just a bit. We'll be right back.